米大リーグドジャースの大谷翔平は日本時間29日、敵地で行われたマリナーズ戦に1番 DH で先発出場し、レギュラーシーズン最終戦でキャリアハイとなる55号ホームランを放ちました。7回に死走者なしの場面で、左腕スパイヤーの95マイル、約153キロの速球を豪快に捉えると、スタジアムがどよめく中、打球はセンタースタンドへと一直線。打球速度は 109.5 マイル、約 176.2 キロ。飛距離は412フィート、約 125.6 メートルの特大ソロ本塁打となり、ベンチへ戻った大谷は笑顔を見せました。試合を中継した米カリフォルニア州の地元局、スポーツネットロサンゼルスでは、実況のスティーブン・ネルソン氏が、左中間への打球は、入った。55号だ。翔平・大谷が歴史を塗り替え続ける。自身の球団記録を更新した。と興奮気味に伝えました。この日はクレイトン・カーショーにとってもレギュラーシーズン最終登板となり、試合中には妻エレンさんがインタビューに応じる場面があったほか、投手交代の際にはフレディ・フリーマンがマウンドに登場するサプライズ演出もありました。試合後には多くの関係者がカーショーについてのコメントを残すなど、球団を象徴する一日となりました。これらの模様を日本語字幕付きでご紹介します。
For home runs, he has hit 54 in back-to-back seasons. That is the single season franchise record. Last year, he surpassed Sean Green's mark of 49, a record which had stood for 23 years. Adrian Beltre hit 48 in 2004, and Cody Bellinger 47 in 2019. Of course, no sport really celebrates history or its records, its numbers more than baseball. Shohei has a chance to break his own franchise record. Nomar's probably not on the top of mind for him today, but it would be fun to see him get 55 today.
It would be nice. I mean, obviously, because it's going to help the team. But you're right. I don't think it's at the top of his mind. That's not what he's worried about. And I don't think we're worried about it too much either. I think last year, obviously, was a big deal because we were looking at 50-50, first time ever, and he accomplished that. And then we were wondering, was he maybe go to 60-60 because he was finishing off so hot? So I don't think it's on the top of his mind, like I said. And it's more about him being able to come out of this game. You know, we want him feeling confident. We want him feeling right, feeling healthy. And if he hits one along the way, we won't be surprised. And then we'll embrace it. But what he's already done this year, truly MVP worthy.
He's going to get his 55th home run today on the first pitch of the game.
Okay.
That's my called shot. Early called shot. Listen, 55 is just a nice, solid number. I know our guy, Oral Hershiser, wore that number. I think he gets 55 today. But either way, what he's done so far in Dodger Blue has been incredible. And the way he's throwing the ball on the mound, and we're talking about his hitting, the way he's throwing the ball on the mound, he's literally one of our aces. He has been outstanding. I think he's going to start game one of the wild card.
Can't leave out the big show. Shohei Ohtani heading toward his third straight MVP award, second with the Dodgers, has matched his home run total from last year with 54. Returned to the mound this season, Jerry, dominating as he's built up in the second half.
You know, just when you think he can't have even a better season from his 50-50 season last year, well, he's on track to even be better because he has been dynamic on that mound. I just love his presence, the way he commands that mound, 100-mile-an-hour fastball to go along with a wicked slider, breaking ball. And oh, by the way, he's that leadoff hitter with some thump. 144 runs scored, which is absolutely a joke. Hopefully maybe out 145 or 146 after the day. He's been electric.
Ohtani with a 30-game on-base streak. 54 homers, 101 ribbies, 20 stolen bases for Ohtani this year. Can he add to it in this season finale? That's ripped to right field, down for a hit. On-base streak at 31. All the way to the wall. Ohtani leads off the game with a stand-up double.
After fouling off the fastball down the zone, he gets that splitter, drives it out into right field. And you take a look at his swing, how he sees it out of the hand, gets it pretty much off the middle of his body. Leadoff double and continues that on-base streak that leads all of baseball.
You know who might be happy that that wasn't a home run? Mookie Betts, who digs in now because Ohtani remains tied with Betts for the most leadoff home runs in a single season with 12.
Yeah, because Mookie would be really upset.
Yeah,
like, come on, I get one thing. One. Just give me one. You get everything else.
Ohtani 1 for 1 against the Mariners starter. Led off the game with a double. So he ends the regular season on a 31-game on-base streak. It was an off day for Shohei yesterday, but he still was getting a workout. He ran in from his pregame meeting with Ichiro. There's stairs coming up the tunnel. You gotta go down and then come up. He was struggling. This is a workout. A lot of stairs.
This is a workout.
Considering his on-field workload,
Yeah,
for him to say that.
Everything that he does and accomplishes, and honestly,
it's the stairs in Seattle that
yeah, doing him in.
Miller's payoff. We'll do it again.
It was a really cool moment. It always is when Shohei is here in Seattle, making time to spend with Ichiro out in right field. I wanted so badly to grab my glove and just kind of stroll behind them, being like, all right, what are we talking about? Like, I just want to. And it was Ichiro talking. I mean, Shohei would ask a question and the Ichiro would go in depth.
Another hit to right field for Ohtani. He'll stop at first.
Well, as Clayton Kershaw takes the mound for his final start of the regular season, I am joined by one of the greatest women of all time, greatest mothers of all time, greatest wives, baseball mom, everything, Ellen Kershaw. Ellen, what a ride. 18 years. What has it been like just from your perspective?
I truly feel like I blinked and now we're here. I can go back to his Major League debut like it was yesterday, and just the emotions. I was going down a rabbit hole of all of our pictures and all of our family that was there, and the excitement of walking into Dodger Stadium and this kind of surreal moment of, oh my gosh, this is his dream coming true right in front of us. And so it's kind of crazy to be now on this side of it where I'm looking at it being like, okay, he did it. Like, he accomplished everything he wanted to. And I think that's so incredible to have been by his side to kind of watch him see his dream play out.
Yeah. When Clayton announced his retirement and in the speech he had, he shared a really beautiful message that you had written, talking about just the perch that you have at Dodger Stadium, how you have shared it with your beautiful 4 children, one on the way. When you think about those moments and the time that has been spent at ballparks, what is it like sharing it with your children and also teaching them baseball?
Yes. I know, it's the most ironic thing that they have learned the sport of baseball because of me and teaching them all the rules as we sit here over concessions and all those kind of things. But, you know, I call it my perch because it is the exact same place I've sat at since his Major League debut. And so when I think back at all the memories that I have made personally from sitting there, from watching my husband, there we go, babe! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah. I love it because it is my perch, it is my vantage point to watch my favorite show in the world, which is watching Clayton. And the amount of times that I have sat there praying for him and soaking up these moments with our children, from having teeny tiny babies to being pregnant to having big kids that I'm getting to like talk through life with. There's so many memories that I have there, and then we get to travel the world. So I've done every ballpark now. My kids, I think, have done at least like 24, 25 of them.
29.
29.
And what are we missing, Charlie?
What are we missing? Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto.
Yeah.
When you think about the relationships, though, you've got A.J. Ellis right here. Yeah. He's worked with so many amazing catchers, but it's also been the families that you guys have brought all together. How is it sharing those moments, and also just the relationships that you get to take forward in life with you?
You know, there's about 20 families, couples that will be our people with us until the day that we die, and that is because of baseball. The community that you have here. Yeah. No, it is the relationships that have made this absolutely everything. Even like every year there's a unique group of wives, of kids, of teammates, and there's just a chemistry that forms every year. And that is, Clayton alluded to that at his press conference. That is what we will miss the most.
We're seeing a lot of strikeouts. I'm just saying, are we sure he's done?
You know what? He came out of the bullpen the other night, and I was like, Clayton, do we reconsider everything? And he literally goes, oh my gosh, coming out of the bullpen is the hardest, mental thing, because he was like, I stretched for 9 straight innings trying to get warm and ready for it. So I know he's doing great, but that is what we always wanted to end on, is you are healthy, you are doing great, you are still competing well, and to be able to end on his own terms is what we have prayed for from the very beginning. So
When you watched him make his major league debut, you posted those photos. You guys were so precious. Could you imagine just 18 years later?
No, because at that point you hold on to every single start that he makes, and you just think, oh, when are we going to either wake up or this is going to be done? Because sometimes it is so fleeting, and so you really just like hold on to it. And I honestly think we have lived this whole baseball world as if season to season, as if it could be our last. And so we have done every road trip, every city, everything, and I truly can say that I think both of us, all of our whole family, is leaving with no regrets, nothing undone, nothing unsaid.
Yes, and of course, just the memories, the moments. I know there have been so many. So before I let you go, is there a favorite memory that you have?
Yes. Honestly, it was winning the World Series, and we were in the bubble, and we were actually in Dallas, Texas, which is our hometown. And it was, my mom at that point was very sick. She had been battling cancer for a few years, and the fact that it was in Dallas allowed her to come and my entire family to be there. And so the kids and I were in, our family bunker, and to watch his reaction when he ran across the field with his arms lifted in the sky, and then he pointed to us. I'm like, that's it. That was like such a memory. But also, and I will end with this, what he got to do at Dodger Stadium last weekend, that was the pinnacle for me. It was just seeing the love of the Dodger fans and getting to be in our perch with our people and watch him be so loved, and to see him get emotional and soak it in was so special. So
I have to ask the kids, Charlie, do you have a favorite moment of your dad that you've gotten to see?
3K.
3,000 strikeouts. Do you wear that hat all the time? It's incredible.
I don't know if I have one.
he does.
Don't worry. I know someone who will get you one. Don't you worry. How about you, Callie? Do you have a favorite moment of your dad's?
I don't know.
What about... Ooh, I think that's going to be it. I think it could have been you throwing out the first pitch. You all, thank you so much for everything. It is always a pleasure.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It is a slider. And it's another K.
Wow. Have 7 Ks. The last one be on the slider.
And Freddie Freeman is coming to the mound. A special scene in Seattle as we say farewell to an all-time legend. Clayton Kershaw's final regular season outing comes to the close.
How cool is it that Freddie Freeman got to go out and get him? And this crowd and the respect. Oh man, what a moment. The strikeout Eugenio Suarez too. 7 Ks.
Dave Roberts embracing with Kershaw as he walked off the mound. Gave him a hug, saying congratulations, I'm proud of you. Great career. That undersells it by a long shot. An all-time great career. 5 1/3 scoreless with 7 punch-outs for Clayton Kershaw. Leaves in line for a win.
Steven, he had 16 swing and misses. I mean, I swear it's like Clayton just gets to write the book. What he's done this last season, and with the stuff that he's had, and this start too, the way that the slider looked, the curveball, just understanding. But to be able to keep all that emotion in check, dial it in, and one of the best starts he's had all year.
And the sense that he has given to his teammates and his coaches, talk about the emotions that he's surely feeling. The anchor is the peace that he has. The fact that he is able to say goodbye to this game on his terms.
Yeah, he's not limping into retirement. He's going out on top.
I wanted that ball, Kirsch. Nope.
Ready.
I wanted that ball, Kirsch. Nope.
She already followed up. Ready. It's the first time I've ever taken out a pitcher. You're not gonna let me keep it? It's history for me too, buddy.
That was the good stuff right there.
He struck him out. That's Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman is headed out. Wow. Oh my goodness. The end of one of the great eras in baseball history. Clayton Kershaw.
Shohei Ohtani will be there. Will you? Strike one swinging. Double in the first. Single and a run in the third. Strikeout in the fourth. This is his fourth plate appearance today. There's a high drive. Left center field. It is gone! A drive and 55. Shohei Ohtani continues to rewrite the record books. He breaks his own franchise record for home runs in a single season.
What a day to be in that dugout. I mean, so much history. Freddie coming out, taking out Kershaw. Ohtani, another home run on the last day of the season to break the franchise record, beat his own career high. He's been wanting that fastball up in the zone all series long, too. Struck out on it back in the fourth. Caught up to it here in the seventh.
And if he can get back to the plate again, cycle watch. Needs a triple.
Oh, man. Boog Shambi is rolling over somewhere right now.
I know.
Triple short of the cycle. Said no one.
No, again,
everyone.
Again, says Bulldog.
Ohtani with carry at the wall. Gone! Shohei Ohtani, a franchise record 55th home run in game 162.
And wait for the final innings to hit his 55th. Against Gabe Spire has been so good against lefties. For a fastball middle of the plate, this pitch is supposed to be up and in. He got over the plate, and he is so good at getting to that fastball at the top of the strike zone.
The Dodgers had never had a 50 home run hitter until Ohtani. Last year 54, and this year he surpasses his own record set in Dodgers history with number 55. Now, what a day in Dodgers history today is turning out to be. Kershaw's final start and a franchise record setting home run by the greatest baseball player of all time in Shohei Ohtani.
That is a wrap on the 2025 regular season. Dodgers finish it in style. They win their final 5 games of the year. Second road sweep of the season. The other one was 3 games in Colorado back in June. You saw Shohei Ohtani go deep for the 55th time this season today. That's a new franchise record. But really, Jerry, the day belonged to Clayton Kershaw. The final regular season start of his Hall of Fame career. Goes out there, does Clayton Kershaw things, 5 1/3 scoreless. He gets the win, and he gets a well-deserved standing ovation.
Yeah, really fittingly. He was outstanding today, had everything working in Seattle, kept a really good offense at bay and scoreless, and then Freddie Freeman was trying to get the ball from Clayton Kershaw unsuccessfully, but he took him out of the ball game.
Yeah, Kershaw's like, no, you're not getting this from me. But at the same time, listen, Clayton Kershaw, you know, what a way to go out. You know, especially I think the team was thinking we need a victory to help Clayton Kershaw go out with victory. He did his part, not allowing any runs. Offense, they managed it as well. Listen, season's over. Hopefully everybody's feeling okay and can't wait to have a good flight and be ready for Tuesday.
We'll have plenty of reaction from Clayton Kershaw coming up. But first, let's go back to Seattle because Shohei Ohtani, fresh off of that 55th home run of the season, is standing by with Kirsten Watson.
Shohei, first and foremost, today was Clayton Kershaw's last start of the regular season. He, of course, announced his retirement. What was it like just watching him take this mound one more time?
本当に引退するのかなっていうぐらい素晴らしいピッチングでしたし、まだまだねできるんじゃないかなっていう思わせるぐらいの本当に素晴らしい投球だったなと思います。
You guys put an emphasis on putting the run support on the board early in this one, but you personally, you had your 55th home run of the season. That's a new career high, a record, of course. That number, what does that mean to you?
そうですね。それだけ打てればチームは勝つ確率も上がると思いますし、はい。今日は今日としてまず自分のベストを更新できたっていうのはいいことですし、また明日から切り替えてポストシーズンに向けて頑張りたいなと思ってます。
You were a triple short of a shy of the cycle. Were you thinking about that in that final at bat?
いやもう何も考えずに、今日は本当にポストシーズンのための いい感覚を持って終わりたいなと思ってたので、そういう意味では3つヒットも打って、いい感覚でポストシーズンで迎えるのかなと思ってます。
You guys are looking for 13 more wins to be holding up that trophy one more time. Does this team feel like it's ready?
そうですね、もう本当に最後の最後まで、チーム一丸になって戦いたいですし、本当にこのシアトルでの参戦も素晴らしい内容で終わってると思うので、この勢いをポストシーズンでぶつけたいなと思ってます。
As long as we stay together, I think we have a chance, and we played really well the last 3 games, the way that we want to play in the postseason, so yes.
Congratulations on a great season, Shohei.
It's a curveball, of course, it's a strikeout, actually a slider, but it's also a win and a standing ovation.
Deserved, well-deserved standing ovation. See A.J. Ellis, his old catcher from back in the day. Rick Honeycutt as well. Freddie Freeman coming to try to take the ball, and you see his family there. What a special moment there in Seattle. Clayton Kershaw, another gem to cap off a historic career.
A lot of people say that slider made him a Hall of Famer, took him from great to Hall of Famer. And today, win number 223 in his brilliant career. And right now, he's standing by with Kirsten and the media.
Well, Clayton, can you just take us through what it was like going out on that mound, having this moment today, and closing out the regular season on a really high note?
Yeah, it was a great day. I mean, it was, obviously the game didn't matter for either team. So just to be able to go out there and try to enjoy it as best you can. And obviously pitching well helps. So, but honestly, I just have a lot of gratitude for the last 10 days or so, or however long it's been. It's been super special to me, from the way my teammates have handled it, coaching staff, everybody, to the fans. Honestly, has been just amazingly special. So I'm just very grateful for it all, and now excited to have everybody's focus towards winning the last game of the season, which will be great.
Were you surprised to see Freddie coming out there for the pitching change?
Yeah, well, Doc told me I had the last hitter there, and no one was coming. So I was like, hey, guys, I'm kind of cashed out at this point. I wasn't expecting to be done or to keep going. So, yeah, it was weird to see Freddie come out, but obviously a great gesture. That's, playing the game with teammates. That's what makes it special. So that was cool.
How big of a challenge was it when you went onto the field and being able to enjoy the moment, but yet still keep your focus to pitch well?
Yeah, it was hard. I mean, I think, I hadn't seen my family in a minute. And Ellen and the older 2 kids flew in today just to see this game. And so to see them over there, and AJ and Honey were there too. So just the people that I, kind of grew up with here, and have them here was really special. And so that was hard. That was hard to see them, and hard in a good way, just emotional. But, after that, you don't want to embarrass yourself. You want to get people out. So try to compete as best you can, and thankfully it worked out today.
It is the end of an era for the future Hall of Famer. Now that it is all said and done, here's where Clayton Kershaw ranks in Dodgers franchise history: 77.8 WAR. 3,052 strikeouts, both first all-time. His 223 wins, 10 shy of Don Sutton's record, 2,855 and a third innings. The whip also second all-time in his 2.54 ERA. That ranks 6th, but among all starting pitchers in the live ball era, he's number 1 in the history of this game. Clayton Kershaw going a full start today, so he's not going to be on the wild card roster. Hopefully the Dodgers do have another deep October run. We will see Clayton Kershaw pitch a few more times. Nomar, you were there day 1 of this man's career, and what an incredible career has been a future Hall of Famer.
It really has. I mean, gosh, you're trying to ask, okay, what's your favorite Kershaw moment? We've heard that question being asked since he announced that this was going to be from anybody, right? And even himself. And it's so hard because he's had so many. But yeah, remembering that day 1, you heard a lot about him. You hear with this, big-time prospect coming in. You saw him when he was there, when it was raw, getting that very first strikeout, but always had that mound presence and always was that big competitor that has carried him throughout his entire career. And, man, all the things that he has accomplished over this course of 18 years is truly just amazing, Hall of Fame worthy, and one for all, not only just Dodger fans, but baseball fans, all baseball fans to admire just the greatness that was Clayton Kershaw and what he brought each and every time he had the ball and took them out.
It was cool for me to play against him first and really see him break in, then really face him right entering his prime. He had elite fastball that got on you in a hurry and had that devastating curveball. And then he developed that slider. That slider, John, you mentioned, that really made him a Hall of Famer because you had 3 elite pitches. As a hitter, you had to cover. And by the way, he wasn't going to walk you. So he came after you. He forces you to put his pitch in play weekly. And he was just so dominant for such a long period of time. First ballot Hall of Famer, and he did it the right way. A guy that you can look at and say, you know what, I would love to be that type of person. Great family man, outstanding father, great teammate. So he does so much for the community, not just here in LA, but all across the globe. Him and his wife do an incredible job. So perfect ambassador, not just for the Dodgers, but for the game of baseball.
Yeah. Well, Dave told us it was a bit of a surprise. He just threw you out there to go do that pitching change. But for you personally, you guys have developed such an amazing friendship. How special was it for you to go out there?
Yeah, I mean, just kind of in the last few innings, kind of just soaking in, and you know, the career that Clayton's had, and for Doc to let me be a part of it in that moment. Those are the ones that will choke you up as you think about things that you were able to do in your baseball career, and to be able to take, in my opinion, our greatest pitcher of our generation out of his last regular season start. I think that might be up there as one of my favorite baseball moments that I've had, and for him to do what he did today, 5 1/3, end it with a strikeout, just very, very fitting for Clayton, and happy to be a part of it.
This group, I know the focus has been just closing out this regular season on a high note. Offensively, you guys have gotten back on track. But how much of an emphasis was it just getting him run support early and putting him in a position to win?
Yeah, I think it was more of just keep playing the good baseball we've been playing. I mean, the last, 4 or 5 games been more what we envisioned ourselves all season. Hopefully we're starting to click at the right time. Bullpen looked great the last couple of days. Offensively, looking really, really good heading in. Obviously, our starting pitching the last month has been incredible. So overall, just a very, very good end to our season, and we'll get our work in tomorrow and get ready for the Reds on Tuesday.
Did you say anything to him out there?
Yeah, I said I wanted the ball, and he said no, which I understood. But no, I just told him I loved him, and I just said thank you, and let him have his moment. What he's done on this baseball field, he's left everything out there on that mound. 18 years, it's been incredible. So just all you can really do is just hug him and tell him what he means to all of us.
Well, Dave, first let's talk about with Clayton Kershaw coming out of this game. To send Freddie Freeman out there, they obviously have a very special friendship and just relationship in general. Can you take us behind just kind of what went into that?
It was just more of just the moment. I felt that I wanted Clayton to, one last time get his flowers with the fans, and so he felt good about getting another hitter to start that 6th inning, and it was very fitting that it ended on a strikeout. And then, I just felt that I took Freddie out of the game. I wanted to make sure that, we got his 3 at-bats and felt good, 2 at-bats, whatever it was, felt good about it after the homer. And then I felt it was befitting to have, him get the ball from Clayton. And he's not going to have that time when he comes out of the game. So that was a good way to do it. And then I would have a chance to kind of say a few words afterward. But it was a great moment for me just to kind of see the teammates on the field.
Do you have any interest in sharing some of those words that you shared with Clayton?
I just, reiterated, just how much respect I have for him, what a great career, how much I cared for him. And, I've always tried to do right by him. And he's done the same for me and this organization. And, man, it's just pretty, you just can't find any superlatives to, describe what he's done in his career and for this organization. So just another special moment for him.
What did Freddie say when he brought the idea to him?
What's that?
What did Freddie say when he brought the idea to him? Him
I
pulling
didn't give him a chance to say anything. I just kind of impromptu just said, go take the card for Knack, and you're going to go get the ball from Clayton. But ultimately, Clayton kept the baseball, which is the right thing to do.
What can you say about Shohei setting a new Dodger franchise record? He breaks his own from a year ago. Do you feel like he's in maybe the best spot he's been in a while going into the postseason?
I do. I do. He's in and has been in postseason mode. His September's been fantastic. At bat quality, you can see it on the mound. He's got a different look right now, and yeah, so just not surprising that he eclipsed his own mark, home run mark, and he's had a tremendous season, and we got a long way to go now.
Baking in the ideas of who's going to start when, how much is his ability to hit the next day sort of part of that idea, and sort of keeping him rest, keeping him fresh, especially offensively?
Yeah, it's going to be baked in. Trying to, more rest has been good for him. He's responded to that, and so that's certainly going to be baked in. But yeah, the thought is he's going to start one of these first potential three games.
Dave, when it came to you doing what you did on the mound and sending Freddie out, and the way you did it at Dodger Stadium for Clayton, where does this come from as far as understanding your responsibility as far as the theater of the moment and giving Clayton and the fans the moments that you've allowed those moments to happen?
Yeah, I think it just stems from, the game is certainly much, much bigger than me. I think it's about the players and the fans. And so, when certain players earn the respect of their teammates, the fans, then how can I sort of orchestrate, facilitate things without being disrespectful to the other team? And so that's sort of where it stems from. And, I don't know how it's going to play out any of those moments. The 3,000 strikeout, that was the last hitter he was going to get. It just worked out that he got him on a strikeout, and we got to do it at Dodger Stadium. And how he pitched, for the last home game allowed for me to kind of get a little creative. And the same thing today. He was gassed, but I just felt that, one extra moment to, again, give the fans and baseball that special moment was something that maybe, him, his family, the fans can always remember that.
Pitching comparison today, a couple of Texans going at it. Clayton Kershaw, again, his final regular season start, he was really good. 5 1/3 scoreless, 7 punch-outs. Fellow Texan Bryce Miller, 4 runs through 4. And really, this was a day for 22 and Clayton Kershaw.
Everybody thought, it was such a big deal there in L.A. because they saw him make his final home start. Well, all of the Mariner fans today saw him make his final start of the regular season here at T-Mobile Park. You have to think about what you saw. Just history being made. Kershaw, absolutely, first ballot Hall of Famer. He joined Hall of Famers Randy Johnson, Steve Carlton, and CC Sabathia as the only lefties to record 3,000 career strikeouts earlier this season. Really classy move, and the fact that the Mariners, put something up on Mariners Vision for him when he came out of the game. And that was also a really nice moment here that we got to see at T-Mobile Park. If you can understand it from, baseball and history context, is that Freddie Freeman comes out to take him out of the game. This was cool.
Like, take me out?
That's awesome. And he goes around and hugs everybody in the infield. And again, Mariners fans, very classy today, giving him a standing ovation in addition to the Dodgers fans here in attendance.
And we may see him in the postseason, probably not the first round, but maybe he'll get a start in the NLDS. He and Dave Roberts talking about it. Just what a career for this guy. Sub-3 career earned run average. Definitely a Hall of Famer, 3-time Cy Young Award winner. So that's Kershaw. He picks up the win today. We talked about Clayton Kershaw ending his career with a win, his Hall of Fame career. Special night for himself, special moment for the fans here in attendance at T-Mobile Park, including the opposing pitcher, Mr. Bryce Miller himself. A special day for Bryce going up against his boyhood idol in Kershaw. Here's what Bryce had to say about his matchup afterwards.
I think that's the first time I've thrown against him. But yeah, I've been watching him for years. Obviously, great player, great career, and somebody a lot of pitchers in this game look up to. So, guy I've been watching as long as I can remember. So, and former Texas A&M commit. Of course. But yeah, that was cool. I got a ball from him. So, I told myself beginning of the year to get a jersey, and thought about it about 2 days ago. I didn't have a jersey, but it's okay. I got a ball.